Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Time to get some of this out there. Let's look for the lighting. Where is it? It's somewhere in there. I swear it was there before. Okay, what are we gonna do today? Some Romanian deadlifts. Not much else, I don't think. Maybe I could superset this with some overhead pressing. Seems like a pretty solid idea to me. Let me know if the audio and everything is good. I didn't actually have the sufficient wisdom to check it out, whether my voice and the backing music is okay, but yeah, that's on the agenda. RDLs, I'm gonna keep it light because yesterday was surprisingly sticky, and I do feel the yesterday's workout in my grip, a bit in my upper back, but that's fine. I'm gonna try and focus on the hamstrings, the glutes, and then I'm gonna test how the Z pressing overhead feels like. But that's about it. So let's start by tweaking the weights. Let's take off these blocks first of all. Go from there. Also gonna need to lose my socks. I'm trying to get back into working out bare feet, and no, nothing, because there's your core body temperature, amount of work you can get done. So gonna try and integrate some polymer cooling between my sets in the future. Just get something cool between your hands and your feet. And also I got really shitty bottoms of my feet. I need to strengthen them, so that's why I keep them also bare. So that's the excuse for showcasing my hairy feet to you. I'm gonna start with an empty bar here, just to get kind of warmed up. Again, I need to remind myself to be conservative with the weight here. I'm not trying to do any PRs, not trying to do much at all except to get the reps in, get the work in, get the blood flow. And that's about the plan. Ugh. Gonna be going with the fat grips again, but I might run out of grip at some point because it's really feels really run down already. So I'm really fucking tight in my hamstrings right now. Just gotta be patient. Gonna do a bit of hip hinging. Try and keep my legs as straight as possible. really not. When I'm warming up with the barbell alone, I'm not worrying about reps or anything really. Just trying to pay attention to how it's feeling and just do it until I start to feel a tiny bit of fatigue. And from there on, then I just let it be and go to the next warm-up set. Just trying to grease the groove. That's all. It takes me a long time to wake up my hips and my hamstrings, my glutes. I'm very quite of a stiff person. Not only personality-wise. Okay. Gonna actually take a couple of those blocks away, just so I can do a proper range of motion here. I'm actually probably gonna do just a single block there. Most likely. I'm gonna do another set on this because I feel surprisingly tight, so I want to feel good before adding any weight. I'm also going to whip out the Theragun here because I do have some tightness in my lower back. So I'm going to gun some of those areas out just a tiny bit. Hey, what's up, Quattro Forever? How you doing? Don't mind me just using a very noisy gun here to open up some of these glutes. This has got to be some of the best content on the internet right now. The guy shoving a Theragun into his ass. No, actually into the ass. Onto the ass. This probably looks very questionable if you don't know what you're looking at. Yeah, my lower back is definitely... Oh, it's far more sore than I thought. Oh, shit. Well, it is what it is. Soreness comes and goes. Alright. I'm gonna work the hamstrings just a tiny bit. Although usually this does very little to me, but doesn't hurt. Right. Let's try this again. Today I really just want to get a good stretch going, good blood flow. I'm really not paying attention to the weight at all today. Just gonna try and focus on range of motion, technique, and that's it. I'm gonna lower as far as I can go in terms of hip hinging only, and then push back up. Squeeze the glutes. Not worrying about reps. Just get that good stretch and volume in. My grip is starting to go a bit, so probably go as far as I can with it, and then just take on the straps. I really like the straps anyway on the Romanian deadlift, because primarily I want to be focusing on the hip hinge. I want to focus on the glutes, the hamstrings, and as I mentioned before, if my grip is very engaged, I feel like it recruits my the rest of my body a lot more. Certainly the upper back, the hands, you know, sort of active, and yeah, so good way to change the mind muscle connection kind of setup. Just gonna check whether the stream is hands, you know, actually working. Yep. Great story, Marcus. Also, even if you're not sore, this kind of percussive therapies really help you kind of prime the muscle, and it also helps me kind of calibrate the muscle itself. Like you become mindful of it in a different sort of a way, and especially these kind of muscles which tend to be very tight for me very easily. My entire back is quite sore. surprisingly. Cool. Alright, I put the tenors on. Let's see how that feels. Probably gonna go as far as I can with the grip, the fat grips, and when it begins to feel kind of sticky, I'll put the straps on and focus on the part that really matters. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this soft belt on. Just to help myself focus more on the glutes and the hamstrings. I find the belt really helps me kind of center the focus right. So let's go. Alright, so at this stage, kind of a classic thing for me is happening, that I feel this kind of a tingle in my lower back, which doesn't feel good. So I feel like it's a bit aggravated, which is really a shame, because the RDLs themselves, the glutes and the hams, are feeling really good, but I don't think this is I don't think I want to continue this for today, because my time is better spent probably doing some rehabilitating work with the lower back. So I'm going to transition into doing the Z press. Let's do the Z press, which is basically an overhead strict press, but only seated. And if you ever tried it, you know that it's kind of it's very difficult, or it takes a lot of your mobility in your hips actually into equation, which for me is let's put it this way, that's not where I'm most flexible. And yeah, you can generally press a lot less than you can press upright or seated, or like seated on a bench. And yes, to be clear, the Z press is pressing while you're sitting on the floor with your legs straight. So because I don't have the mobility, what I need to do is put something under my butt, which obviously raises me upwards, which means that my torso to leg angle is kind of lessened, so it takes less mobility from my part, which is good, because otherwise I won't be able to do this sufficiently. So I do need to kind of build a high enough block rack for this to be possible. I can't quite remember how many I need to stack here, but it's gonna be something pretty relatively high, especially since I have this seat thing underneath the slab. So let me kind of try this out. I think one more is good, and if I can open up a bit more, then I can always take a slab off, go from there. So yeah, my lower back is really fucking shot at this point. It's not good. Eternal issue. Bloody lower back. All right, maybe a couple of more slabs. So I can actually get under the bar sufficiently. Yeah, this training right now is super super intuitive. Just trying to do what I can with what I have. Trying to maintain some kind of shape. I think probably at the end of the summer I'm probably going to pick up some kind of a proper program, and I'll see where I can go with this. I think this might work, so go ahead, load the fibers up in this and see what we're working with. So let's go ahead and unrack and do something like this. Yeah, this is not the most intuitive setup in the world. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go a bit higher, I think. Yep, I think one more block should do it. And it kind of has to, because I don't have any more blocks. So there you go. There we go. I wonder if I'm still kind of... I'm going to take one of these off for the time being. See whether my mobility can withstand this situation. If nothing else, I'm getting a bit of a workout moving these slabs around. Alright, so this looks a bit better. Yep, that's good. Ooh. This takes so much out of your core. You really need to stabilize yourself differently because your legs aren't helping. I gotta say, pressing with an open bar feels really amazing, because the even with a crappy setup like this, It's the center of mass is very different because you're actually in the middle of the weight. Because with an overhead press with a barbell, you obviously have to limit it to your chest. That kind of puts you in a compromised position, not in a like, obviously there's nothing unsafe about it or dangerous, but it's not as a efficient path upwards. So that feels really good. I think I'm actually gonna one day, if and when I have a rack, can actually I'm probably gonna use that to do my seated overhead press. But it's really interesting how your core is really worked differently with this, because usually, like, obviously your legs are your base for the overhead press, but now when your ass is on the ground, there's not a whole lot of stability under your ass unless you have the biggest ass in the world. But I don't. And probably you don't either, so you're really resting on those two ass bones, whatever you call those, the end of your femur, I don't know. So it's not a stable position, whereas your feet obviously are made to be made for being, planted on the ground, and everything here, you can squeeze your glutes to stabilize the lower body. So that's a lot of fun. I really haven't done that in a long time, so it feels exciting. I'm gonna place the remaining slabs here against the front of these slabs, because if the barbell happens to roll too far forward, this will stop it from tipping. Let me just check that these don't hit. Yep. Cool. Awesome. Get a sip of water. Let's do another set. Yeah, I can definitely, anytime you're pressing, doesn't matter, bench, overhead, your back is your base. Like, that's where you press from, and my back is pretty shot from yesterday's workout. So, I'm not feeling super stable with that, so I have to be conservative with the weight. Not that I can overhead press that much weight with this bar and this setup anyway, but here we go. But even so you gotta be reading your body, going with what feels appropriate and right. All right, so let's try and do a few more reps. Oh. Really try and keep your torso upright. And the neutral grip feels really fucking good. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, that's good shit right there. It's actually a pretty good rack thing. Oh. Nice. I like that. So that's 8 reps with a meager 37 kilos. Considering everything, that's not too bad for today. Oh yeah, I'm feeling the blood go into my shoulders. It feels so good to have the neutral grip, press upright, and also to have the open bar to be in the center of the mass. It feels so different. It's no wonder that strongmen like the log press, because it's kind of like a, depending on the log, could be neutral, but usually kind of like semi pronated grip. Yeah, half pronated, I think is the right word. Cool. Sip of water. All right. A few more sets, I think. No point resting any more than this. I think this is a pretty good weight to be working today. Not gonna try and tweak that any further. Ugh. This is actually a really good movement to be training your core and your pressing at the same time. It's really a nice feel. Oh. 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 Yeah, that's a 10er. 10 reps right there. Not too bad. God, I really love that bar. That movement. Yeah. So, the gym area itself. Should be able to go in there by the end of this week. I still got to think a bit about how I want to do the setup for the time being, because I do want to cover the floor with these slabs, but I also might need them for movements like this. But I don't know. I'll figure something out. It's nice to be able to move this out from the studio. Obviously not purpose built for this. I don't know how many studios actually exist in the world where proper, but something other than a kettlebell or a dumbbell is being thrown around once in a while. Music studio / gym combo. Not the most common combination in the world. Also not best to be wearing black with this background. Cool, next set. Ooh. I'm really starting to feel that in my back. Just trying to stabilize the weight. So I think I would probably be jamming something up if I went on from here. So I think that's it. That's it for this session right here. What the hell is this? Piece of wood. So that's it for this session. 41 minutes, about 40 minutes. Again, slacking off more than necessary. Workouts don't need to be anything amazing or special. A lot of the time we did compound movements today, which are more taxing than machines or something else. Just going based on feel, based on how I'm doing, trying to be as smart as possible with this. Nothing too crazy, but it's also nothing. Like, it's not nothing. It's better than nothing. So got a bit of a good shoulder pump, especially considering that I did shoulders 2 days ago. Yesterday I did some pressing, so good amount of volume in here. Got familiar with the bar. I always got to be looking for the other positives as well, not just the numbers, and getting used to the equipment is good. Got some of those RDLs in, not many, but I got to take care of my lower back, do some stretching, do some mobility, do some recovery work. So that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking around. And I'll see you next time. There's probably going to be a music-related stream today as well. Probably going to be reviewing, demoing a product, but I need to do a bit of software installation before that's possible. So in case I manage to do that and I'm still somewhat conscious, then a music stream demo coming up as well. Cool. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Finished.